Thank you for joining me for my Wild Woman hip opener. Let's come into our child's pose first. Reaching out to the front of our mat, head touches the ground beneath us. Deep inhales and exhales. Go ahead and cast your gaze over towards one direction or another. Now look over towards your other side. Deep exhale. When you're ready, we're going to come into our neutral tabletop and get ready for our cat-cow sequences. Get situated. Plant your palms to the ground and go into your cat, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Now take a few on your own. We're going to come into our pigeon pose. Put your knee at a 90-degree angle and lengthen your other opposite leg towards the back. Fold forward and try and reach your forehead to the mat. Don't forget your breath here. You can release that breath into that hip, isolating it and bringing a flow to it. Lift up, and you can take an additional stretch if you like, if you're feeling a little bit more flexible today. Here are just a few modifications you can do. Go ahead and release, and then we're going to come out into our shoelace pose. Fold forward. The goal is to touch your forehead to your knee, but if that's not where your flexibility is at today, that's okay. Do what feels right for you. Come back into our neutral tabletop, taking our time unwinding from that pose. And I want to take us back into that same pigeon pose, just for a little bit extra stretch. And forward fold. Lead with your chest coming down. Keep breathing. Come up and out nice and gently, coming into Sphinx pose. Heart shines forward. Fold. I like to take our legs and go into our frog pose, another amazing hip opener. This can be pretty intense for beginners, but no matter where you're at, just do what feels good for you. Other days you might be able to get further down, and some days you might not, but that's okay. It's about practice. Back into our neutral tabletop, and we're going to take our opposite pigeon pose and sequence all the way through that again. Forward fold. Deep breaths in And deep breaths out. What an amazing stretch. Go ahead and come out of it. Take your other modified pose or stretch. Hi, Tina. Get you a kiss from your favorite gal, too, huh? Release and come into our shoelace. Say hello to those hips, am I right? Deep inhale, deep exhale. Keep up with your breath. Now come back out of it into our neutral, and we are gonna get back into that pigeon pose. Just one more stretch deep into those hips. And fold. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Coming out of that pose, we're gonna go into our seated position. Place our palms behind us and lift up through our pelvic bone, shining our heart towards the sky, bringing our toes to touch. Deep inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. On your next inhale, reach up higher, tucking your toes underneath. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're gonna come up even higher, mountain pose, and reach back with your left hand and touch your heel. Back up. Exhale, right hand touches your heel. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Place both of your hands on your heels and shine, shine, shine. Coming back into our neutral seat, and we're going to prop up, lift ourselves up, and walk towards the front of our mat. Hanging low. We're gonna toe heel our feet out and come into our squat, our yoga squat, hands to heart. Keep breathing. Inhale, rise, hands come to knees, and we're gonna take a little stretch. Nice and easy coming out of the stretching. If you're feeling confident, you can raise to the tippy tops of your toes and introduce some side stretches. It's okay to be wobbly. Have grace with ourselves. We're gonna gently come back onto our behind and start rocking ourselves, hugging our knees in, showing some self-love. Nice squeeze and slowly release. Come into our Shavasana and just examine what we've done with our hips today. If we feel more open, more grounded, and more in touch with our wild woman. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're able to take this with you today. Hips open, heart open, mind open. Thank you. Namaste.